And you're welcome back. It's Thursday morning live on ETV, live on Happy 98.9 FM, Nisim 95.9 in Bogotanga, and then 100.1 in Tamale as well. We're live on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Our handle is Happy 989 FM and ETV Ghana. You can follow the conversation and share the link to groups and platforms that you belong to. Proud to that short commercial break. I told you that we're going to have a conversation about how to feel and live younger after 40 years. They say life begins at 40, and so for everybody after 40 years, follow the conversation with me this morning as I speak to a CEO for American Rejuvenation Clinic, Tyrone Jamar, and Anope Menino AD and Komo. The conversation would be in the English language, but Tyrone, we are the Anope Metete, Rebecca Trigakra, and to Trina and Huntia, I was over here in Chitakwang. So we were having a conversation about your health, living a healthy life and the ways to, achieve that, the tricks in there that you need to pick up this morning as I speak to Tyrone. Tyrone, good morning.
Good morning.
Now, it is saying,
Yeah.
You spoke in one, so that's okay. Anyway, so let's talk a bit about your outfit, your entity, before now we zoom into the proper conversation. So tell us a bit about the American Rejuvenation Clinic. What do you do?
At American Rejuvenation Clinic, we are a preventative medicine clinic. So that means that we try to prevent people from developing chronic illnesses. Also, we are into anti-aging and hormonal replacement therapy, as well as other general healthcare things for men and also women.
Okay. So when you speak about specialty, what do you mean by that?
Our specialty is we have specialists in-house,
Okay.
which are GU, urologists, gynecologists. So our specialty is our niche is into the sexual health and also the anti-aging aspect. That's our strength of our clinic.
All right. Now, I know for most of us here, we only go to the clinic when we feel sick or our bodies are telling us, no, something is not right somewhere. And so the thing would have happened before we go to the clinic. If it's malaria, I would have the malaria before I go to the clinic because I would have seen the signs and symptoms before I go to the clinic. But you spoke about preventative health care. What does that mean?
Well, a lot of times, sometimes we don't always see the signs and symptoms. Sometimes you can check blood work. There's certain things like your PSA, your prostate health, checking laboratory values such as cholesterol, blood sugars. These things, if caught early, if controlled early, can stop the cause of a chronic disease like diabetes or prostate cancer.
All right. So the more interesting part of the conversation, a lot of people are afraid of aging, and you see some people 30 years, 28, and the stress of life makes them look like 50, 60 years. So let's talk a bit about anti-aging and, what we ought to do to keep ourselves looking younger and, always looking refreshed. What goes into it, this whole anti-aging conversation?
Well, there's lots of things that we can do from the natural aspect, such as get sleep. The stress you just spoke on is an important factor. So reducing our stress, maybe we add leisure activities or some free time. Also, water intake, diet, and exercise are huge things that can help us preserve our life and also live a quality of life for a longer period of time. From the medical side, you do have, as we age, we have our hormones that play a huge factor into symptoms of aging, which I know we've heard of these terms of menopause and andropause. So there's a medical aspect as well. But we always have our laboratory values, our cholesterol, and these hormone levels that we can check at a clinic or a laboratory scientist place.